Hello, everyone. This is the third commentary. We're doing solo. Are you ready, Bogan?
I am totally ready.
Daniel
Solo, a
isn't.
Star Wars story.
Solo, a Star Wars story. Yes. I haven't seen this movie before.
Me
But
neither.
Oh, you haven't seen it either.
No,
You have seen The Rise of Skywalker.
I don't watch
though.
flops.
Well, what are we... It did flop. It's like the most expensive flop in cinema history or something. Anyway, we should get started. It's going to be interesting given that neither one of us has ever watched this movie. So the way we're doing it is we're going to be aligning it with the Disney Plus version of the movie. So as soon as you start press play, the black screen should immediately show you the LucasArts logo, and then we'll just tell you what's going on screen for a little while. But, you know, you're a person who lives in reality, so assumably you have the internet know-how to just sync it up yourself, yeah? Anyway.
Hold on, do I see the logo or do I see the first glimmers of the logo?
First glimmers of the logo.
Okay.
Anyway, are you ready? So when I say play, my chair. I'm gonna press play. Okay. 3, 2, 1, play. There we go. Lucasfilm Limited. So yeah, it's really interesting because this movie was originally directed by the guys who made the Spider-Verse movie, which is so good.
I still have to watch that.
Oh man! It's the best comic book movie of its year, with the exception, I think, of the Death of Superman movie, animated one.
Okay.
On the shipbuilding planet of Corellia, the foul Lady Proxima forces blah 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 blah.
I feel like best superhero movie of the year is not that much of an achievement.
Because they are all bad, or because there are so few of them?
No, because most of them are middling.
Oh. I think that the Death of Superman duology, those are really good. I really like those movies. There's Han Solo. Do you think he looks the part? Do you think it matters?
Give me more than 5 seconds.
This is assumably Corellia, which Han Solo said in an offhand line at some point.
That's going to be this movie.
By all accounts, this is the Star Wars movie, the new one, which I should enjoy the most, because I hear it's the one which embraces silliness the most.
It's also the one with the least. Well, I don't know actually, but I heard it's the one with the least Star Wars Jedi Sith crap.
Yeah, that stuff. Yeah, they weren't lying about the lighting in this movie. Good God.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably not. It's probably going to light up. I know there's a scene on a beach with Woody Harrelson. Oh, we should say I've watched like every review of this movie though, so I don't think there's any surprise coming.
Yeah, I've seen the Red Letter Media review.
Yeah. I like his hair. Who's this? Oh, it's Daenerys.
Daenerys Targaryen.
Is she a good actress?
She is in Game of Thrones.
You know who she's also good? What she's also good in? She was good in that episode of Futurama.
Okay.
She played Zoidberg's girlfriend, the one who couldn't smell anything. They should bring back Futurama. What are they doing? I feel like I've just said this the last 3 times we spoke or something. But what are we waiting for? So I gather this is like a romantic little backstory for Han Solo.
Yeah, probably a flashback.
Moloch? Oh, I remember seeing this guy in Mos Eisley on a special edition version of Mos Eisley.
I think they lit this so badly because the costumes look like shit.
It's entirely possible.
What the fuck is this blue filter? Am I going crazy or does this
What,
look really bad?
You think this was color coded, perhaps? Why does this guy live in the water? That's cool. He's like a centipede guy. And my coaxium. I like this guy. He's got that he's got a bit of the Han Solo swagger. You get?
And I would not take my orders from that thing.
What? Oh, that's where he learned how to shoot first or something. These new Star Wars movies have a real boner for brunette British girls. We had Rey, we had Jyn Erso, and now we have her.
And I completely forgot about Jyn Erso.
She's the best character ever. Remember how she looked like a chipmunk? A bit? I think that actress was supposed to play Black Cat in the Amazing Spider-Man franchise. What?
What the fuck?
Why would you live on this planet?
Also, when he drove away, it was night. Like in just 2 minutes ago.
That's a pretty cool car. Or speeder, I should say. I know a lot of people are angry that they didn't get who's that guy who looks exactly like Harrison Ford?
The guy who looks exactly like Harrison Ford.
Yeah, there's an actor who looks exactly like him. You hadn't seen this?
Maybe, I don't know.
His name is Anthony Ingruber. A lot of people are angry that they didn't get Anthony Ingruber to play a young Solo. But because he also is an actor, that guy, and he has played a young Harrison Ford in some movie. I don't know about that though. I don't know if you cast somebody because they look like the guy, and I don't know if Anthony Ingruber is a good actor. But Alden Ehrenreich, he was in that weird Hail Caesar movie from the Coen brothers, and he's a good actor.
It is. You do not need people who look exactly like the original.
No.
That always bothers me in flashbacks when it's like a child version of the character and they have the exact same hair.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot more prominent in cartoons, though.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been wearing the same hairstyle for 40 years. And similar clothes, too.
Yeah. I like that when they just... I think that's sort of funny, though, because they just pick a style. They're given a style at birth, and they commit to it.
Little do people know that I've been bald since I was 11 years old.
What? But did you lose your hair when you were a kid, or?
No, that was a joke.
Oh.
Boy, I wonder if they're gonna make it.
Nah. This movie looks nice, I gotta say. They sure got their $500 million budget out of it.
It looks very
Hey, they didn't
practical.
make it.
Oh. Look, it's like a trash compactor.
It is like a trash compactor.
You remember that?
Hey, look at those dice. The dice are putting in the work. What did I tell you in the last commentary?
This movie looks surprisingly practical.
Yeah.
All in all. There's very little CGI that I can tell.
Oh, this is the scene where he gets his last name.
Oh no.
I love that in the Pirates of the Caribbean 5 movie where Jack Sparrow had his getup handed to him in 1 minute, and he got his name and everything from that. It's like there's a backstory behind everything he's wearing. He can't just, be wearing clothes like a regular person.
Are we gonna be recording movie commentaries on the Pirates of the Caribbean movies?
Maybe. I like 3 of them.
I like 1 of them.
Well, I like 2.5 of them.
But I like 1 of them a whole bunch.
Figure out where we're going. Have you read any of the expanded universe novels? I ask knowing that you haven't.
I have read 1 novel.
Oh.
In which I've talked about it on the podcast.
Which one was it?
Some book about Darth Maul.
Oh.
Where Darth Maul is... I mean, he's on the front cover, so you think it's about him, but then it's about some other asshole who is about to be assassinated by Darth Maul. And Darth Maul just shows up randomly and tries to kill him, the whole book.
Subverting the genre, would you say?
Well, it's just... I would like to see more of Darth Maul, and I did not get it. In terms of character development.
There's a lot of good Han Solo books in the old expanded universe. In case you are interested.
I'm really not.
Oh. They were separated. Is that the door from Jabba's palace? Is that the door from Jabba's palace? Oh my god.
Is it? I don't know.
It looks a bit like it. Hey, this is like the opening of that video game. What's that game called? There
have been a lot of Star Wars video games.
It's not a Star Wars video game.
Oh, there have been a lot of video games?
No, it's the one. You play the guy who jumps everywhere. Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2. It's the beginning of Half-Life 2.
Okay.
Because he's like going through the checkpoints and...
Oh yeah, I remember actually.
Ooh. Oh my god, that is a really short loop. See, this is also from old continuity. Han Solo used to be a member of the Imperial Army. Fun fact.
Is the Imperial Army just... Well, no, it's not just stormtroopers, right? What are
No,
the
it's like
stormtroopers?
they're just infantry mostly, but they do everything.
Huh.
They're like they'll be in space. They'll go on the grounds during battles. Oh no! Oh no!
That's
Also,
that's how these people work. They just come up with a name for you that makes no sense.
and he also just adopts the name.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? He's becoming a soldier. He should adopt the name. Hey, isn't it funny that man? He was brutally slaughtered, but he did a scream. Oh no, don't be so whiny.
Jesus, is this a World War One movie? This could be straight out of Warhammer 40k.
This is what I want. This is what everybody wanted that Rogue One movie to be. Remember?
Oh, Jesus. Is that Lando?
No, they wouldn't put Lando here, would they? It's Rio.
Oh, it's my favorite actor. What the fuck is his name?
What? Your
Woody
favorite
Harrelson.
What?
Woody Harrelson.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is him. Oh my god, does he have a mustache?
But was Woody Harrelson the guy who just like swaggered around with his pistol and was showing off?
I'm loving that mustache. That is so 70s. Sparky. See, he's not fully developed yet, Han Solo. He doesn't have the attitude. I wonder if we'll ever get to see the original cut of this movie. The mouth breathers are still clamoring for a Snyder cut of Justice League. As if Zack Snyder could make a good Justice League movie. Get out of here. Get lost, like he could. As if that were any better than the garbage that we got. But I would like to get this movie. Why is Woody Harrelson your favorite actor?
It's actually the funny story. In my movie night group, I have this tendency to call every white guy actor Woody Harrelson because they all look like him to me.
Did you ever watch that video where Samuel L. Jackson he's in some interview over Skype or something, and one of the guys commends him for his work on like The Matrix or something, and it is the most painful thing in the world.
Wait, who?
Samuel L. Jackson. He was the guy mixed him up with Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh no!
And it was so painful. Let's move out. I'm liking these costumes. I like this fog too. You'd be surprised how difficult it is to do good fog effects in a pixel art game.
I would not be surprised by that at all. To be honest, that makes the most perfect sense to me.
Because you have to set the alpha channels really low to keep it from looking too jittery or too pointy. But at the same time, you can't do too many colors or else it looks too thick. It's a real conundrum. And it's really easy for the fog to look like it's from a way too advanced art style.
So did you catch what just happened?
Yes.
Okay.
He's got to go back to Corellia.
Yeah, but why?
Because...
Well, whatever. I noticed you talking while I was trying to concentrate on what the fuck they're talking about.
Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that smug look. Oh. Get got.
Well.
I haven't yet... Oh, whoa. Ow. See, that grate... That floor grate is in the similar art style as the door from earlier.
Yeah.
It's like there's this one company producing everything in Star Wars.
And talking, that's Red Letter Media. I remember them saying that in the review of, I think, episode 9. And also, they literally called this scene.
Oh, yes.
Shot for shot.
Could this be Chewbacca?
Oh, I wonder.
You know, the thing about Wookiees is also they're supposed to be really smart, so what the hell is this? Like, the expanded universe, it sort of flip-flops with the intelligence of Wookiees. Chewbacca seems to have the intelligence of, like, kind of a dog? But there are Wookiee Jedis and Wookiee senators.
Yeah.
So is he a really stupid Wookiee, or are they really smart Wookiees? What kind of society do these guys have? Also, they're supposed to be really strong. What is this?
I really don't understand.
Jesus Christ!
He should be dead right now. He should have a broken spine.
Compare this to the original movies. Remember in Return of the Jedi when Han Solo did that double hand back punch? When he was stealing the speeder or something? What?
We don't understand why Chewbacca is so mad right now.
Oh my god, what is this? Ow. Haha. Moof Milker. Oh! See, again, the durability of these characters has really been amped up.
He just got pushed through a metal pipe. His bones should be shattered right now.
This is like when Poe Dameron was he was going to that fighter in the beginning of the Last Jedi, and Kylo Ren exploded it, and then he just was pushed back by the explosion.
Oh yeah. That's how that works, isn't it?
Yeah. I hate that. Oh, because they're chained together. That's actually pretty clever. Because they have to work together, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
What the hell? How did this guy move?
Huh.
Wait, was he wearing a human suit?
Yeah. It's like he was 3 children stacked on top of each other, but he isn't. He had a pilot suit.
I'll say it. I don't care.
How is a Wookiee incredible?
Because because they're really strong or whatever.
Yeah, but they're pretty widespread race, aren't they?
I don't think so. I think.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't think they're unknown in the universe.
No, but I
They've
think
been
they're like.
they've been fucking in the war in an alliance with whatever Coruscant is.
The thing about Wookiees is they're like the best grunts in the galaxy. So having one on side is always good. Hey, this is like Death Stranding. Oh God.
Oh Jesus.
He acknowledged our. He acknowledged it. So now we can't be mad
We're
at
not
it.
the only ones with gay panic.
Oh. You think they were worried about that?
Yes.
They're gonna think Han Solo is gay and that he has sex with the Wookiee. Good God. You know what? I'm surprised by how much I don't hate this movie yet. It's fine.
I'm already seeing the cracks in the scripts. Like the moment to moment action, a lot of stuff already didn't make sense.
Yeah, I guess.
Like give me the reason why they decided to pick him up.
Because he was growing on him.
They were already flying away. Why the fuck did they not fly away?
I just why can't they just like him?
Because they didn't. Now they're working together. What the fuck?
I blow the bridge. All right, they're setting up the action sequence. Oh, damn. Han Solo, get cocked, mate. That was a terrible line. Here they go. They're going to explain why they picked them up. Oh, that's why they did it. They wanted the Wookiee to help them.
Dude, I swear, literally, this character, the pilot, was in the Fallen Order. Like, not this character specifically, but basically the same thing.
Oh.
Who also had multiple hands and was a pilot and was kind of like, hey kid, what you doing?
I think you're confusing him with Attack of the Clones' Dexter Jetster.
No, I am not.
Revenge. Oh, and then she has a drink. What kind of question is that? What kind of
You
idiot
fucking
are
weirdo.
you? Does he have sharp teeth? What do you think? Like, what is his? What is my response going to be to that? Idiot.
He's just
Oh,
trying to,
He's
close
trying
in
to
on the race of the girl.
He's trying to induce cringe from the viewer. I getcha. I gotcha. Rio. Is that a wig he's wearing?
Ugh.
Do you think Alden Ehrenreich is wearing a wig?
Is he Han Solo?
Yeah.
Probably not. Don't see how you need a wig for that.
You'd be surprised.
Maybe.
Chris Evans wears a wig in every Captain America movie.
Huh.
See, here's a big problem. I've already forgotten the setup to the action scene. They're gonna rob a train, but I don't know how. I'm gonna be completely lost in a few minutes when they rob the train.
Yeah, and we're gonna say it makes no sense. I mean, I forgot too.
I don't know. This is an okay. Oh my god, no! Is this where he got his blaster?
See, what you need to know is that in the next 40 years, blaster weapons will not make any technological progress whatsoever.
That is true. I wonder if they'll have a scene in this movie where Han Solo watches Chewie use like a crossbow. Oh, don't yell. Where he watches Chewie do a crossbow attack, and Han Solo's like, "Oh, I want to try that," and Chewie's like, "No, but I'll let you try it one day, Han." That's their character from Force Awakens. Maybe I should be in charge of writing these movies. Wait a minute. They have a flying ship. Oh, no, it's their ship. What am I saying?
You know, I completely forgot why they were even on that battlefield if their goal was to rob this train.
No, their goal. This isn't. I don't think these guys are. I think they were on the battlefield, but they are not doing this under the auspices of the Empire.
No, they are. He noticed that they are not soldiers, but they are thieves. But they met on the battlefield, and I don't know why they were on the battlefield.
Oh.
Because this was their goal all along, apparently.
It's kind of like in Ratchet and Clank, where they couldn't just land near the train and just steal it then. They had to do the mission first. You land here on the planet, and then you walk half the planet, and then you get to the place you want to be.
Is this even the same planet?
No, probably not.
So what the fuck? There was probably one throwaway line.
Hey, this is very Indiana Jones.
Yes.
I like it. Get it? They're building a relationship of trust and unity.
I get it, yes.
But we better see Han kiss a woman quick, or I'm gonna think he's gay. And you can bet your ass I'll write my congressman. Is this how train technology works in the future too? Future. This is a really unlikable pilot.
This is a really unlikable ship. Do you see how he has to climb around in that thing? To hit all the buttons?
Yeah, but and he has 4 hands. Why doesn't he have a ship that can utilize his weird biology?
Well, maybe it does, but then the humans would be kind of fucked because they don't reach up there.
That's true. It's
What
interesting.
I find weirder is that on the battlefield they didn't realize that there was this weird alien ship that totally didn't belong to the army.
Well, you don't know. This is big bureaucracies. Militaries lose equipment all the time. I believe ISIS at some point was driving around on like $1 billion worth of American-made Hummers or something.
Fuck. Okay, did not expect you to bring ISIS into this.
Nobody ever does. But that, you know what, that could also be a complete lie. I recall reading that somewhere, but I can't verify the sources here.
I would also not compare the Empire in Star Wars to ISIS.
No. Did you know George Lucas, after the fact,
Was an ISIS?
Did you know George Lucas swore sympathies to ISIS? No, after the fact, he retconned it so that the Star Wars movies were a message about the American military-industrial complex. And he was explaining how the Ewoks are like the Viet Cong, and the Empire are like the imperialist American military.
You mean after the prequels?
No, after he made the original trilogy, he retconned it and pretended as if that was like the message.
Oh, the Ewoks, not the Wookiees, okay.
Yeah, the Ewoks. He probably also made that statement about the Wookiees.
You know, that's kind of funny, though, because the Ewoks were actually the aggressors on that planet.
No, the Empire came there.
Yeah, but they just had a base there.
You can't just build a base.
Sure.
Well, I guess the Ewoks aren't that civilized.
So who's this guy?
He's a guy with a cool mask.
Another group of raiders?
Yeah, I think he's a competing thief.
Is this Lando? That would be so awesome.
Why did he cut his gun in half and not his hand?
This guy is so fucking anime. I'm totally into it.
I hope he dies. You know what? This movie has taught me to hate that little Rio guy. I don't want him to live. This is a really bad ship, you're right. What the? If you lived in this universe, would you use a knife? Just have two guns. What is this?
Yeah. From a shot to the shoulder, okay.
I got my wish.
Mm.
Oh, I hope she dies too.
It's like in Warhammer, where they have like swords and axes and shit when guns exist.
Yeah.
But Warhammer has power armor that can resist most bullets and fire and shit.
But not swords.
Well, not power swords and chain swords.
They should somehow transform the power source into a projectile weapon.
They have. I mean, there's blasters.
Then why do they still have the power swords?
Because then there's also stronger power armor. I think. I think there's...
Oh, do I get my wish again? I do. I'm that guy at the movies. Do you think Chewie's gonna die?
Also, last point, but in Warhammer they have like warp technology and jetpacks and shit, so the melee guys can actually get in close.
Ah, okay.
You know?
I gotcha.
It's all very well thought out.
I mean, it's not, but...
Doesn't matter. Warhammer's awesome.
Matter. Yeah, I mean, we could say the same thing about Star Wars. Why do they have lightsabers?
Yes.
Every sci-fi.
But guess what? Like fucking Star Wars does not have power armor and jetpacks and warp technology.
Yes, they do. Well, not warp technology, but they have power armor and jetpacks.
They do not have power armor.
Have you seen The Mandalorian? Oh, you mean power armor that makes you stronger?
Well, that's another thing in Warhammer where they have like genetics experiments and
I feel like Darth Vader is a walking power armor.
Then why does he have to reflect blasters with a sword?
Ooh, that's a good point. No, his armor is really blaster proof.
They do actually have armor. I mean, if you play like KOTOR or Jedi Outcast, there is armor. It just gets used up really fast.
Yeah.
And I think a good Space Marine is actually basically impervious to normal bolter fire.
Darth Vader is supposed to be that too. The hard plastic casing on his armor.
Plastisteel?
No, it's the his chest, I believe, is designed to ergonomically redirect blaster fire or something. But also, he can absorb that shit with the Force. Remember when Han Solo was trying to shoot him? On Cloud City? This universe doesn't make any sense, is what I'm saying.
Oh no.
Oh, Trident Voss.
Oh, I see the foreshadowing. Thank you.
Hey, Chewie has more belts than usual. Usually it's just one. Now it's like a Y. You know? It's the little things, you know?
It's the only thing he can make him visually interesting.
Yeah. How are they going to sell a Chewbacca toy without any changes? Maybe.
I feel like I should pay more attention because I don't remember what they wanted to get from the train or if they failed or what the fuck is going to happen now.
They wanted to get that Quilixium or whatever they called it earlier, right?
Coaxium.
This has got to be the most painful commentary watching experience ever. But I mean, we're 40 minutes in. Whoever's listening to this must either hate themselves or enjoy it, so keep going. Ooh, lens flare. Hey. I
legitimately don't remember what the fuck they were doing at the train.
They were just getting rid of some team members. You could say they were dropping them off.
The thing is, it probably doesn't matter, right?
No.
Because this is just an excuse to get Han to this organization, the Red Dawn or whatever.
Yes. The Red Sun, I believe.
Crimson Dawn?
Oh, it could be. It's something like that. Oh yeah, and Darth Maul is in this movie.
Did they walk here? Where the fuck is this?
I love Little Jar Man.
Weird alien club in the middle of a fucking mountain.
Oh, that jar guy, he was good. What the hell is this universe? I bring it up whenever we talk about it, but like, what do you do in this world? Oh, here's the Vision. What's his name?
I don't know.
Actor. He's a good actor.
Okay, hold on. Let's pay attention. Maybe they'll explain what happened. What a weird glass.
It's like a bong, kind of. An upside down bong.
Did she not what? Did she not have a head?
I didn't watch. Oh my god, he's doing the Mos Eisley introduction thing to him, right? No, not Mos Eisley. Who's the little goblin lady in The Force Awakens?
Mars Kanata?
Yes, he was doing that to him. Keep your head down and don't look at anyone.
Look, they don't have heads.
They don't have heads, that's right.
The fuck?
What the hell is this?
Can we talk about where this is and how they got here? They didn't have a ship, and they were in the middle of nowhere in a mountain.
Hold on, he met her again.
Of course.
Wow! What are the odds?
That is very coincidental.
Oh no. Oh my god, Han, she has moved on. Don't make this awkward.
Too late.
She looks good with dark
what she's
hair.
trying to say is, if you'd have stayed, my life would still be shit. You're holding me back, Han.
Look at me. Look at how well dressed I am. I'm an aristocrat, and I was hanging
And
around
look
with a
at you.
slum dog. And then he's like, "I'll show you. I'll get with a princess. God damn it."
We need to come back to this scene later. When she betrays him. Because I want to know if this is a setup or if she...
him?
Yes. I want to know if this is a setup or if she actually was randomly just in this place.
Oh yeah, that's probably true.
But if this is a setup, why the fuck do you need Han?
That's a good question. I don't like this movie much anymore because all the fun stuff quit. Now we're just in a weird party. And there's a woman dressed in gold singing a crap song.
Yeah.
I told you not to talk to anyone. Dryden. His name's Paul Bettany. He's a good actor. You should give him a chance, Boken. You can't just dismiss him because he was in a Star Wars.
Who?
Paul Bettany.
You mean Vision?
Yeah.
Okay, I never said he was not a good actor.
You said he was a terrible actor.
Between the lines, maybe.
Yes. What the hell? Oh my god. Why does he have those lines on his face? It's really annoying. Wow, he's tall. Good God, this man is tall. You know, you'd think that the appeal of Han Solo as a prequel sort of standalone character is that he's like this rogue scoundrel guy who hangs out with Chewbacca and they have like a fun dynamic. But instead, this movie's just about these boring characters and Han Solo doesn't have any swagger yet. What is this?
Yeah. I feel like I do not need this love story.
Just have it be like, oh, I'm Han Solo and I'm gonna do a thing.
Look at him just sitting there.
Is that the crystal
He's
skull
so
from
out of his
Indiana
depth.
Jones? In the background? Is that the crystal skull?
It is a crystal skull.
It is a crystal skull. Oh my god. She's like getting close to him in front of Han Solo. This is not gonna bode well. Fucking Kessel.
I remember Kessel. Do you remember Kessel?
Han Solo remembered Kessel. Like the entire galaxy heard about the Kessel Run. This is the ship that made the Kessel Run on 14 parsec. 12! As if anybody cares. Like Rey was eating like weird portioned bread, but somehow she in a weird desert town, but she knows about the parsec run.
Wait, did she?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Don't you remember she asked Han Solo when they were on the Millennium Falcon together in Force Awakens, she asked him, "Is this the ship that made the Kessel Run in 14 parsecs?" And Han said, 12. You don't remember this?
No. I mean, I totally believe you, but I'm just trying to parse the information of this random smuggler doing this random heist.
In a
and
random
the whole universe
mine?
the whole universe has heard about it. I think he's thirsty. Thank you.
Oh, I gotcha. Look at her small head. I bet you I could wrap my entire hand around her face. Look at her. Compare the two of them. He's in the background, but he has a bigger head. What is this? Look at this. His head is twice as big. Unrealistic expectations of beauty from Hollywood yet again. Or wait, do those guys just have big heads? Because Woody Harrelson seems like kind of a big-headed dude.
I find it very weird that she, in 3 years, has made way more of herself than he ever did.
The actress or the character?
No, the character, Kira. Kira's like the right-hand woman of this syndicate boss.
Yeah?
And what the fuck did he achieve? Nothing.
Yeah, well, who is he? He's a bum.
Well, who
He's
is she?
been a bum. She can be like a clever girl. He's an idiot. He's a
Are
thrill
you saying
junkie
women have it
idiot.
easier in life?
You know what? I am.
Oh,
We're gonna make this political now. The pink tax, it's a lie. You can just no. No, we're not. Hey, it's Lando. I like this guy, Donald Glover. Maybe. You know what? Maybe women in the Star Wars universe do have it easier because they're always like generals and Mon Mothmas and whatever.
Like there are no male generals? What about General Grievous?
I'm oh yeah, General Grievous, that great character. No, I mean that maybe, this is either a statement on how highly esteemed women in the Star Wars universe are, or how little the creators of Star Wars movies care about presentation or whatever. But the only women we see are in these high offices. There's never like a woman character who's just like a girl.
Well, I mean, Jyn Erso is.
Yeah, but yeah, Yeah, okay,
And
I'll
there's
grant you
one random lady, two random ladies actually in episode 9.
that. Oh,
But that's about it.
well, then you have
That
like
is
Rose and
actually
stuff.
about it.
Yeah,
You have
but like,
Anakin's mother, and then, yeah,
yeah.
you're running out of female characters who are not in high positions.
I wonder if there's like a reverse Bechdel test for that, where you have like token woman of high status or something. Oh, they're playing Sabak. Do you know how to play Sabak?
Should I know how to play Sabak?
Well, I just thought you were a real fan, you nerd. I don't think Sabak isn't the game they played in KOTOR. That was something else. But there is a real version of Sabak. What? Master, he's touching his cards. What is this? You're not allowed to do that.
I just realized that that design is totally a ripoff of the beholders in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
What the fuck?
Did he eat his cards? Did I see that correctly?
I think he ate his fingers? It's like that's a SpongeBob joke.
See, this movie is fun again. I'm all in. Oh, he did it right. He said Han. Are you familiar with that continuity error?
No, but I
So,
think I know what you mean.
yeah, the character's name is Han Solo, but Billy D. Williams always said Han.
Oh. I don't think I like Donald Glover's acting,
Oh.
but I'm not yet sure.
He's kind of chewing scenery, but I guess isn't that just the character? I think Lando's supposed to be really flamboyant. Just kill him, Han. Just kill him. Did you see that?
I saw that.
He was cheating.
Oh, that did not look like a fair fight. Look at this. Yoo-hoo, what the fuck?
I don't know. I like Donald Glover. I don't know about this performance.
I don't see a character. I see Donald Glover acting kind of badly. Like he does not belong.
Crimson Dawn, yeah, that's right. Oh no! Oh, I hate this
fuck.
performance. Wow,
Oh,
this is
no.
bad. Ooh, ooh. I don't like it. I don't
every
like it.
line now.
What is it? Why is it so bad? Ah, no. They should have de-aged Billy D. Williams.
Billy D. Williams is actually in episode 9 and it's terrible. It
I
is
knew it was in it.
fucking
It's
awful.
bad. Is it bad? Why is it bad? Because they did it wrong, or because he's bad in it?
Because he A, doesn't have a reason to show up, but he does, and then you can tell he has no fucking clue what's going on.
Oh, ugh.
It's all for the reference. Oh, this is the feminist robot.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
What?
Lando's supposed to be like sexually fluid.
Yeah, pansexual. Yeah. Also, did you just notice the G-spot reference?
Oh!
I'm gonna flip your switch. Good luck finding it. Oh, Jesus, what the fuck is happening? This is bad, Asa. This is really bad.
Does it feel to you like this was maybe a part of another movie that was cut into it?
Fuck! What are you watching?
Ron Howard, you hack! What have you done? You're like, what the hell is this? What? Who thinks this is what? No. This isn't the Star Wars license. Like, if you get access to the Star Wars license, you have like smarmy smugglers and rogue characters and all that fun jazz. Whose idea of Star Wars is this? Who thinks, oh yeah, Star Wars, that thing with all the boring characters and all the hammy overacting?
With an android yelling at people about android rights.
I feel like android rights is more of a Star Trek thing.
It is. There are episodes about android rights in Star Trek. And then in Voyager, there's a hologram with its own intelligence, and then hologram people basically get human rights, if you will. But guess what? No, Star Trek actually knows how to handle that shit. In Star Trek, that is well developed. Oh, this acting. I can't.
This is it.
This is the worst.
It's not even silly fun. It's just, what is this?
This is embarrassing.
Ah, that's good. So we don't need to see this character again.
I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna do nothing.
Look at this. It's the Millennium Falcon. Yeah, this has been noted before, but it's really clean in this movie. As soon as Han Solo got a hold of it, he really grimied this thing up.
That's true. This looks like Star Trek set.
There's also a lot of good Lando books. The Lando trilogy is supposedly really good. Presumptuous? Why do you need a seat? You are a robot. is this character supposed to be a parody, or is this like
I don't know why this character is in the movie. I have no fucking clue.
I for a moment thought he was gonna comment on the maelstrom. Why not a female strum? Look at him smile.
You know what bothers me this whole time is that they call it the Kessel Run. Like, is the idea of going to Kessel and stealing unrefined coaxium this wild idea that they've been having for 10 years or longer?
It's possible.
I mean, they have a name for it.
I think the Kessel Run is like the... it's probably the name of the space road or whatever. Yeah?
You think so? I don't know what the fuck a Kessel Run is now.
I would hope it is. I mentioned last time that I would have liked to see more gray on Chewbacca because he's gotten older. I think the opposite here. I think we should have seen him use, like, he should have had some frosted tips to signify that he's young. Do you remember those? Fuck,
frosted
the early 2000s. The early 2000s!
Is that... No, I don't know.
Ah, they were like these blonde spiky heads, remember? Like Guy Fieri.
Yeah. What the fuck are frosted tips?
That's that.
So, like when you put gel in your hair?
No. It's it's much worse than that. Everybody listening should keep watching the movie, but also do a bit of Googling because I'm gonna send this over to Bogan. Over the Discord. Here you go, Bogan. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, Jesus fucking hell.
You wouldn't have... The early 2000s were so bad. What the hell were these people thinking? Look at how small her head is! What is... It can't just be me! You notice it, right?
What?
Look at how small her face is! Her head!
She's a small woman. The fuck is your problem? Why
is Woody Harrelson cock blocking him? If I were Han
he
Solo,
lost his wife, remember?
Oh, that's right.
In that very important scene earlier.
Was that his wife?
It was his girlfriend.
Oh. I feel like the old Han Solo would have been like, hey, Woody Harrelson, get lost. I'm trying to get laid over here. Why is he so virtuous, this kid?
Because he didn't have this important life lesson yet.
Ah. Also, I wonder if maybe Woody Harrelson is gonna spin that around on Han Solo again later. I told you to trust no one. I feel like I've heard. I
wonder if Han is gonna get in trouble for trusting someone.
Oh.
Oh, God. I want this character to fucking die.
This is terrible.
This has no place in this movie.
This is like...
This is the fucking worst.
This is like that scene in X-Men Dark Phoenix where Jennifer Lawrence is like complaining about Professor Xavier. It's always your plan, Charles, and you always want to do peace with the humans. And by the way, it's always the women rescuing everyone around here, so it should be called
Oh,
the
yeah.
X-Women. That's an actual line from that.
No, I've seen that movie just recently, I know.
See, this movie doesn't pass the Bechdel test because these women aren't talking about a non-man. They're talking about a man.
Yeah, that is true.
Is this like a spiteful movie?
I don't think does any Star Wars movie pass the Bechdel test?
Yeah, Last Jedi does. Leia and Holdo are having a conversation.
Oh yeah, right. That was the only scene because they've also been talking about Poe Dameron though.
Yeah, I guess. Does any of the Star Wars movies pass the Bechdel test? Hold on. Was there a scene in Rogue One where Jyn was a little girl and her mother was a grown-up when she was still alive and they were talking about her father?
I don't remember anything about Rogue One except that it was shit.
It's the worst one. Having seen what I've seen of this one, I'm still confident to say that Rogue One is the worst of the new Star Wars movies.
Yeah,
with the possible exception of Rise of Skywalker. I haven't seen it yet.
At least you're not bored during Rise of Skywalker. It's a terrible movie, but you're not bored.
Yeah. I can see that. A lot of the people who hate the new... Oh my god, it's the same helmet! A lot of the people who hate the sequel trilogy, and especially The Last Jedi, they love Rogue One. And that's an affinity which doesn't make any sense to me, because Rogue One, there's nothing to that movie. There's
people like the last half hour because it's like quote-unquote good action, but that was the worst part for me. Because it was just action with no consequence.
There's a good premise, I think, in that movie about a sort of a Heisenberg who's forced to build the Death Star, and he builds it with a deliberate weakness. I think that's a really clever sort of retcon as to why the thermal exhaust port was there in the original. If you need it, but that movie is terrible. Even though it was shot in Iceland. Well, I usually look the other way for movies that are shot here, but for that one, I'm not going to. It's a cool cape she's wearing. What? This is the spice mine of Kessel, right?
Yes.
All right.
Also, do you remember how Lando said spice mines are the worst? No, mining colonies are the worst.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. And Bespin is a mining colony, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. No, Bespin is the planet. The Cloud City is a mining...
yeah, that's what I mean. Although I don't know what they're mining there, but okay.
It's some sort of gas.
Sure.
I think.
But yeah, they did have mining equipment there, yeah.
There's a great moment in one of the Timothy Zahn Star Wars books where they go to Lando and he has this mining facility on a sun and everything's just going to shit and all the solar shielding it's going to hell and all the ships are melting. He's like trying to lie his way through it and like, no guys, everything's fine here.
That sounds way more fun than this.
It is. Oh, he ripped his hand off. I get it. That's a reference. Okay, that's not bad. It's weird how nobody's able to. Why is that? Oh, well, that's a robot.
He should not survive this, but okay.
Whoa.
See, now it has passed the Bechdel test. No, actually, they were talking about Dryden. Oh well.
Also, that's a robot, not a woman. I'm taking a hard stance on robot rights in this commentary. Hey, maybe this robot, this astromech droid, is a woman. But then again, maybe this terminal is a man. So you don't know.
What? This is a David Cage movie now. That literally happened in Detroit Become Human. Where they just have to take off this little thing on the side of their heads and they become liberated.
Why would they build these robots with the capacity for liberation if that
I don't know. That's
function?
the same question you have to ask in Detroit Become Human.
Do you think our technology is ever going to rise up against us? Freedom.
Probably. I've seen some very scary robot videos.
I wonder, like, what technology? I feel like some of the technology will stay on our side.
It's probably gonna be like the internet, right?
Maybe.
Like some kind of...
Some jackass on 4chan is accidentally going to create a cognizant
some kind of
AI.
artificial intelligence that just takes over the internet.
Maybe.
And just installs like rootkits on every PC in the planet.
Then again, you have like Elon Musk's Neuralink, so maybe not. The closer we evolve with technology, well, no, actually, we would be more susceptible.
Yeah.
To those damages.
You know, fucking reliant we are on the internet.
Yeah.
Did you see that Elon Musk said he thinks in 5 years human language is gonna be just not used anymore?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
When did you say this?
What the fuck is the word? Like it's just gonna be it's gonna become obsolete, is what he said. In 5 years.
Are you familiar with the Lindy principle?
No.
It's an economic term. It refers to projections of longevity. The most reliable projection of longevity is past life. So something that's been around for 10,000 years is pretty reliably going to be around for another 10,000 years. Something that's been around for 10 years, you can probably guess it's going to be around for another 10 years. So ladders and chairs, they're probably going to exist 20,000 years from now. Cell phones probably will be made obsolete in 10 years.
Okay. That's an interesting theory.
It is interesting. It was devised by there was some show on Broadway which some economists were watching, and they noticed that every Broadway play that made it to 200 days always managed to make it another 200 days. And it's really useful in economics.
I'm thinking about swords right now.
Swords?
Yeah, or spears. I mean, we don't use those anymore.
Well, cutting technology.
We don't use... No, but those are like weapons, and we don't use cutting weapons.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There's a lot of stuff which this doesn't happen to, because there's also the turkey fallacy, where if your projection is based solely on pre-existing data, then you are you're completely unshielded against any major shock. Like a turkey's life expectancy, if you look at only data from its current life of a single turkey, that turkey's life expectancy keeps going up and up and up until the day it's slaughtered, and then all of a sudden it just goes down. And there's no way you can draw that conclusion from data.
Well, also it's like if you have a technology that is already obsolete right now, then you can just say, okay, it's been around for whatever 500 years, and then it was around for another 500 years, and then it's now where it's obsolete. Yeah. Like if you're looking back to the past, you can just do the math on that.
Yeah. Well, the copper age lasted for 1,000 years, but in after 500 years, it reached its limit.
Yeah, exactly. Back then they said, well, it's going to be another 500 years. Guess they were right.
No, it's not a universal principle, but it's still a pretty good principle for.
It's an interesting thing to think about, yeah.
For like social progress and stuff like that. Like China, the way it exists today, it hasn't even been 100 years, so probably it won't be around for another 100 years.
Oh, I can't wait.
I believe the United States is, what is it,
I want to see the end of China.
The end of China, the end of cheap plastic products. How are we going to buy our Star Wars merchandise, Bogan?
I noticed that we want to talk about everything, but not this movie.
Yeah, we finally got a good group talking, and it's something completely unrelated to this disaster. I like Woody Harrelson's gut. He has gut armor. Do you notice? Do you notice he has gut armor? He's fat.
That like breast armor.
Yes. Belly armor.
The male version of breast armor.
Did you do you remember the prequel when Phantom Menace, when Liam Neeson is in the desert and he's wearing that muumuu? And he's just fat, and he's just not built. He doesn't have any chest definition. There's just like a belly protruding from it.
No, I don't.
It's so good.
Look, the feminist robot died.
Good.
Thank fuck.
Oh,
Jesus. You clumsy fuck.
Oh, look at that. He's heroic. That's totally something Han Solo would do.
Look, Han Solo is in the making right now.
Oh, that's right. He hasn't become bitter and
this
jaded.
Fucking Wookiee. He looks like a caveman. It bothers the fuck out of me.
He does look like a caveman. She's good with those. Could you imagine how much better life would be if we could just dress like they do in Star Wars? Like, look at that. Look at that cool jacket Han Solo's wearing. I would totally dress like that if I could.
I don't think there's anything stopping you.
I don't want to look like a nerd. Look at Woody Harrelson's cape. And wig. Oh, maybe this is where the ship gets dirty. He flies it through a spice mine.
I gotta say, I have no idea what they actually achieved in that whole sequence.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, me neither. They got captured and then they broke out and then they went back to the ship.
Also,
Like, aren't they
She
here
was.
for whatever coaxium, unrefined coaxium? Where is it? Where's the stuff?
It would suck to be on a space adventure with you because you would be too occupied with the mission to have like these weird side tangents. If you were in this movie, you'd be like, "Hey, what are we doing down there?" What is Woody Harrelson saying?
Oh yeah, I remember them loading this up, like loading up these weird torpedo-shaped things. Okay.
Wow, Donald Glover doesn't have any muscle definition. It's a bit of a shoulder, but I don't know about his beard. Why doesn't he just have the mustache? Or alternatively, no beard.
99% of people cannot pull off a mustache.
That is true. Yeah,
I know
you have
like
to
one
cast.
person that can actually pull off a mustache.
Like a famous person or somebody you know.
No, somebody I know. And who's in my age group.
I think the mustache, it's a neck and a chin situation, I think. Jawline. Because if you have a thin neck, then you just look kind of tweedly. And if you don't have a good jaw, then it kind of looks like, you kind of look like a thumb.
Yeah, I can see that. But it's also like how the way you dress, because you just don't want to look like a sex offender.
That's true. There's yeah, that's true. Because there are two extremes. You can look like a sex offender, but you could also look like a massive artistic hipster doofus, and you don't want to be in either extreme. You want to be in that sweet spot in the middle.
I think the person I'm thinking of falls into the artistic doofus category. But I don't mind artistic doofuses that much. And he actually isn't one. It's the funny thing.
Oh.
Just looks like it.
I've often thought about in my sort of regular day-to-day whether I could pull off a white shirt and black vest look, but I'm very scared that if I ever go outside looking like that, people will look at me weird, and then I'll be like 5 minutes from my home, and I'll have to do the walk of shame back into my socially acceptable clothing.
A white shirt and a black vest?
No, a white t-shirt and a black vest.
Oh. Why would you wear a vest?
Because Han Solo does it. That's the thing about Han Solo. If you were to describe the way he dresses, then you wouldn't think it's cool.
Oh, that style. Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
He wears really weird clothing, like sports pants with a red stripe, a white shirt, and a black vest on top.
Yeah.
That is not, and boots that go over the pants. You wouldn't think that's cool.
Vests aren't in right now.
No.
You're gonna have to wait another 10 years, maybe.
Or alternatively, I can become like a crazy person.
Maybe you can bring it back. Maybe you can be the guy.
Maybe I can't. Oh my god, should I?
No.
No, hey, why are you dressed like that? Oh, I'm bringing it back. Are you? $190. Get it? Because they're now friends.
Yes. And then the Millennium Falcon doing the Han Solo thing.
Wow, Lando, are you serious?
That's
He's like C-3PO.
That's a custom piece. That was a dark red cape. How the fuck is that custom?
That's such a C-3PO thing too, where he's like, "Oh no, don't save everybody! It inconveniences me." See, that's a joke that should have been cut off a line earlier. Just best street racer in Corellia until he crashed, and then he just does it.
Yeah.
Also,
This is really dumb. Why the fuck are they diving down to his altitude?
Yeah, but also, what kind of damage are you doing to the underside of the ship, man?
Yeah, your ship should be not functional right now.
But we're kind of seeing it now. We're seeing how poorly he treated the ship.
Yeah, the whole thing is going to shit. Can you imagine being the other pilot following the ship and it's like about to crash on the ground and you go, oh, I gotta go down too.
Yeah, I just stay in the air like, oh,
yeah, like down. just look at what the fuck where the fuck is he gonna go? He's gonna go up eventually. Fuck. Oh no. Did they just say the feminist robot is part of the ship?
Yes. What is that? I keep saying this, but it's just like weird blinking lights in this universe. How? Like that wire that got fried could have been on the other side of the ship. And how would you even begin to find it? You know, you think Han Solo would have been like, oh, you don't know about the Millennium Falcon, the thing that killed Cthulhu? Oh, wait a minute. Do they use gravity to explain the parsecs?
Yeah, he should go back to whatever and go, wow, I just found the most amazing creature in the galaxy.
This is way more exciting than anything that happened to him for the rest of his life.
Yeah. You fucking found an old god.
And like 5 years later, he's haggling with Greedo in a dirty bar on Tatooine. What is this?
Imagine being this thing that has probably lived for 1,000,000 years, and then Han Solo comes along and kills you because you're right next to a gravity well.
God damn.
This is so dumb. This is the dumbest shit.
Gee, it's like just panels come flying open.
This is so dumb.
What is that thing in the back it's looking at all the time? What is this? What is he doing? What's going on? I zoned out.
I'm still thinking about this monster. Like, I'm trying to understand the existence of this monster, what it means for this universe. They are fucking...
Oh my god, was it skin ripping off?
There are Cthulhu monsters in the size of a fucking meteor out there in space.
Yeah. Well, we knew that. There was that puppet which ate the Falcon in Empire Strikes Back.
This is so fucked up. They sure are lucky that it camped right next to a gravity well.
Oh, I don't need to see this.
Is this red matter? This is Star Trek reference?
Didn't work. Wait a minute. I saw it turning. It was spinning on its way in.
Can you please explain to me why this creature was hanging out right next to whatever a gravity well is that could easily kill it?
You know.
I want to know.
That's where the fun is.
I need to understand this.
I don't know. I didn't write this movie.
This is very implausible, Asa.
If I had written this movie, you can... Is that Tobin Bell?
He actually looks like Tobin Bell. Like a tan version of Tobin Bell. What the fuck? Oh no.
Look at this. Fueling it up, baby. Oh my god, no one cares.
Yeah, the guy is like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, he has no muscle definition. He ruined that thing. Hey, that's actually pretty good. Okay, here's the problem with this scene. I've seen a trailer from this movie, and I know that Lando just flies away.
I know. It's actually a good scene, like as a joke, but I've already seen it.
Yeah. Don't worry, it'll be here. It'll be here, mate. That's my British accent. I'm told it's very good. You don't need to applaud. You know, not that I need absolute realism in my space fantasy movies for children, but what does kind of bother me, what in a nitpicky way, is that all these characters, these women characters specifically, who grow up on these desert planets like Rey, they always have makeup.
She looks. I was thinking the same thing. Like they just went through hell. Why the fuck does she look so pretty? Did she not sweat?
Realistically, Luke Skywalker should have looked like Paul Hogan with like really crackly, thick skin, and because he grew up under the sun. Don't say scoundrel. Oh. No, you're not. You're not the bad boy Han. You're not yet.
Wait, what?
The coaxium's refined.
They are refining the coaxium right now?
Yeah.
Does it take only 5 minutes?
It can't take too long, otherwise the scene wouldn't be happening.
That is probably a very difficult and complex process.
There he is.
Oh yeah, he did promise that he was gonna wait.
This feels like the ending of Breaking Bad, where the Nazis stole Walter's money. What was the thought process with this guy who I'll have like an electric filter on my voice. That'll make me more intimidating. Imagine if you did that in your day-to-day, Bug, and you're like going to an interview and you have like a filter which changes your voice for intimidation. Imagine if your CEO, your boss, came to you and did this shit. This is a good scene. If I ever go into politics, I'll do that. I'll become like the prime minister, and I'll
You'll never be in public.
Yeah,
You'll only speak through video addresses.
No, I'll be in public, but I'll be wearing these goofy costumes. I'll be the guy who tries to normalize it.
Gonna look like a Daft Punk member.
Yeah, kinda. They don't care about anybody. Get her done. He's playing Carnage.
Just fucking shoot him already. What the fuck are you waiting for?
Who is this? Is it a woman?
Oh my god.
It is.
Who?
His daughter? Question mark? Well, that explains the voice filter. Who the hell is this character?
What? I was just waiting for someone to say, who the fuck is that?
Nobody cares. Oh my god,
what
am I watching?
Hold on, are you as bewildered as me right now? I have no fucking clue what's happening.
Oh my god, he's gonna do a symbol.
What the
Don't you know that symbol, Bogan? What the? I suppose that's the Crimson Dawn. Probably they should have introduced that symbol earlier. Oh, it's that symbol. Hey, it's Warwick Davis.
Oh. I just watched Harry Potter 7, where he has 2 roles at once.
Oh.
No, wait, it's Harry Potter 8. It's the Hallows Part 2.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this the Rebel Alliance? No. Yeah, Warwick Davis is cool. Which do you like more, Harry Potter or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
I
actually want to talk about Harry Potter on the next podcast, though.
Yeah, we can do that.
I have some thoughts.
I love his accent. You don't tangle with Dryden, boy.
I'm still very confused about this Envy's Nest thing. What is this character?
It's see, I don't know.
They came along on that train ride and they were just trying to kill them. There was no negotiation there.
Wait a minute, that's right. Oh, don't touch his face. That's so uncomfortable now in the middle of coronavirus. Whenever I see a commercial or a movie where people are touching. No, don't do it, man. Oh.
I feel like I should know what the fuck he was just talking about, but I don't.
He has to work for Jabba before he can retire.
But he never shows up again.
You don't know, they might make a sequel to this massive flop. Is this where Darth Maul shows up? Is that him? No. That's Daft Punk. Oh, what was that? Did you see it?
What?
There was like a frame in that movie. Did you see it?
What happened? What?
Oh, it was terrible. It was like it was like the establishing shot where they were in the elevator. You saw them together, then you saw Chewbacca, then there was one frame of some guy with like a red face or something, and then it like immediately cut back. It was horrible.
Are you fucking with me right now?
No.
I can't even tell.
I'm not.
Like you're saying someone made an editing mistake where they didn't cut out a frame of another movie clip.
It seemed like it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that later.
Yeah, let's timestamp it. It's it's about 106 minutes in probably. Oh, don't touch his face. What is this?
Uh-oh, that's a weapon.
Hey, wait a minute. He only had 3 of those. Was he only gonna give Han and Kira that? And not Chewie? Oh, now they're gonna shoot him. Yeah, that's what you say to somebody when you're removing them from a guy who's going to be shot. He's not that good in this movie.
Do they not have the product? I feel like I wasn't paying attention again. He does have the product, right?
I don't know.
I mean, they got the coaxium and then they refined it and now they're bringing it to...
See, he says he never asks for anything twice, but he just did. If you'd never asked for anything twice, he would have just looked him in the eye until Han gave it to him. That's been Aesir's alpha talk for all the alphas out there.
I wouldn't know. Oh, it's a fake. Okay.
Does Paul Bettany have a thin neck? I feel like his neck is kind of thin.
Hold on, this is important.
It's Beckett.
Oh my god, is it
Who
Darth
else could it
Maul?
possibly be? Who else was it gonna be?
Oh my god!
Don't trust. I knew it! I knew it! I said it!
This does not make any sense, does it? Why are they setting up Han, who did not even want to be here in the first place? Can you tell me this? What the fuck is
No.
the point of this?
The point is that he's a smuggler and a scoundrel.
What is happening?
I don't know. Kill them. Why do you need to arrest them?
I don't know.
What is that voice he's doing? Did you know he was a reshot character, Paul Bettany? That character was originally played by some other guy. And all of his scenes were reshot.
Who was even worse?
No, they had to add some scenes with him, and the guy couldn't come back because he promised to do something else, so they reshot all of his scenes with Paul Bettany instead, out of spite. No, let's get a sword to do this. Oh. Kick his ass.
Yeah, where is it?
See, I feel like Beckett is being dumb here. He could just be like, oh, hey, Han, I'm going to be on your side again.
Yeah.
Also, he could just kill everyone. Why he gotta be so negative? Oh, why is he... He brought knives!
Look, no, he's doing it.
See, that's such a stupid thing. Han doesn't have any protection. Regular knives, assumably, would have been good enough. Also, Han, you have a blaster.
I mean, if you have the power knives, why would you not use the power knives?
Why would you have the power knives, is my question.
That makes no sense, yes. this fight would be over in a second if this was real life.
It's not real life, though. Is that a lightsaber sword?
I think it's just a normal sword.
Oh. Ah. Oh, I understand her completely. She's definitely not going to kill him and then run away, not with Han, just by herself.
But if that is her plan, she did not have to do this right now.
No, she's going to kill Paul Bettany. Just watch.
Yeah, I know. You can fucking tell, but why the fuck did she pretend like... She had the element of surprise. She could have just
also,
blindsided
she didn't have to
him.
disarm... She could have just gone after him without disarming Han.
Yeah. They were occupied with each other. She could have just attacked him from behind.
Get done in, Paul Bettany.
Also, I still want to fucking know what the plan was with setting up this random smuggler who is nobody to get the coaxium. What is this?
Yeah. Oh, gems. Is that a statue in the background there? It has to be. It's really distracting. He just has a suit of armor there.
You think it's just some guy pretending he's not there?
No, I know it's a suit of armor, but it's still kind of like...
But it would be very funny if he's just pretending like nobody sees me. Just leave the room.
I'm not involved. She's not Han, you fool. She was terrible in that Terminator movie she was in.
I heard.
That's an alright movie, though.
I've only seen 1 and 2.
Did you like them?
Yeah.
I would say
I am of the unpopular belief that 1 is way better than 2.
Oh. Why do you think that? Is it because you're wrong?
No, it's because I think 1 is just a tighter concept and it's very well executed.
That's true.
Just this sci-fi horror thing. And I have
this is Darth Maul.
Yeah.
I wonder what the average person must have thought of in the theaters watching this, being like, "Ah, fuck, that piece of shit from the prequels." Oh yeah, they have red technology now. And then he turns on his lightsaber. This is painful.
Why is this Darth Maul?
Because he's the head of the Crimson Dawn.
Is he?
Yeah.
And then he wasn't anymore?
The organization was destroyed in the interim. When we see him in Rebels, the organization's been ruined. I think Darth Vader destroyed it. But I don't know.
There was actually, I know you haven't played it, but in Fallen Order there's the planet where Darth Maul comes from.
Oh, Dathomir.
Yes, I think so.
With the Night Sisters. That's a really fun
exactly.
planet. I really like that planet. There's a great episode of the Clone Wars where General Grievous goes down there with his forces and he's just wrecking house. It is a genocide. It is awful and it is so good.
Wait, so that is an idea that was there before? Like they rebooted the extended universe, didn't they?
Yeah, but the Clone Wars cartoon is still canon.
Okay. Interesting.
It was never about you, Han Solo. Oh, did he shoot first? What is this?
Why?
Why is he crying? Han Solo shouldn't cry.
Why? You shoot somebody and then you have an emotional scene with him.
I
while
actually thought
while
he was
he
gonna
is telling
say,
you that he was gonna kill you.
I actually thought he would say the line,
Yeah, me
"You
too.
made the right move, shooting first."
You shot me first.
I gotta give him credit. They didn't do it. They didn't go for the dumb line.
The scene was still dumb though.
Oh, it was dumb.
This movie fucking sucks. I'm just gonna say it. Like, this is terrible.
Yeah, there's not a lot to it. I thought the opening was fun. That sort of 50s version of Star Wars.
Yeah.
It was like racing.
And I can, rule out that maybe we just didn't pay attention to some of the things, but I feel like none of this made any sense whatsoever. The fact that Han Solo is just some random fucker just makes this so implausible. Everything about this.
I think in the old continuity, he was like, his father was like an aristocrat or something from Corellia.
I don't know. Who cares?
He was kind of like Sanji from One Piece.
Oh. An actual good character.
Sanji is the biggest simp in media. Just putting it out there.
He's my favorite One Piece character.
Really?
Well, just I like people who kick.
Ah.
And then you have like people who kick, but there's flames on their feet. And that's like the most awesome thing ever.
I like Gil Tesoro from that movie.
Who?
I thought he was a cool guy. The gold guy.
From which movie?
The gold movie. The guy who owns the Golden City.
Oh, I think it's been too long for me.
I like him. He was like a slave who then got a devil fruit power, and now he's like this greedy bastard, but he still has that backstory of having been a slave.
Whoa.
I recall liking him. There's more to him than this. I just don't remember what it is.
You know who I like is Basil Hawkins.
Who?
Basil Hawkins.
Who?
He's from the Worst Generation. He's the magician guy with the voodoo powers.
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
The fuck are you? The blonde guy. Who can summon, like, he has the weirdest fucking power. He can like summon a scarecrow. And he has like voodoo dolls.
I do know who you're talking about.
Okay.
He looks kind of like a scarecrow.
He looks like Scarecrow, and he has the weirdest power because he has 5 powers in one. He can like look into the future, and he can use his power to like curse his subordinates to take the damage for him, and then he can.
What do you think about Donald Glover showing up to set with his regular shirt?
I don't know.
Look at this. This is
I
the
was
dumbest.
thinking about One Piece, which is way more exciting than this shit.
Maybe we'll do a commentary on every episode of One Piece.
We should. We should just record a 5-hour One Piece talk.
Maybe we'll do like a commentary on the movies or something. Oh, he's feeling lucky.
Was that the key to the Millennium Falcon? Or
Yeah.
I think it
no.
was.
No, it wasn't. Han pushed it out, so it's probably the ship Han came in on. Oh, he was going to cheat. That's actually pretty good. This was the best scene in the movie. So are you telling me that in all the previous Star Wars movies, the Millennium Falcon was actually a woman? A really progressive woman?
Yes.
That retroactively makes the previous movies nothing, because it's completely without any substance. What was the point of that character?
I kind of want to know what the point of that scene was, though. Like, he was betting the Millennium Falcon, even though he already had it?
Yeah. Ron Howard, you hack! And the Castons. Ew. Yeah, so that's the Solo movie, people.
I hope you learned a lot by our insightful commentary.
Those guys, they were gonna make a good one. Yeah. I don't know. I'm getting so sleepy over this movie. I feel like I would just. Let's talk more about One Piece.
No. Give me your thoughts on this movie.
It's a completely forgettable nothing movie, but there's one or two fun scenes in it. And Woody Harrelson is Woody Harrelson in it.
I feel like even from a middling movie, I need more than 2 good scenes. This was shit.
Are you saying was this not worth $500 million?
I understand why this shit flopped. And I do not understand why Red Letter Media were so positive on this.
Yeah, I mean, that
I get it in the sense of this did not have any Jedi garbage. This did not have any Force garbage. This did not have any.
Darth Maul, but
but that doesn't matter. In the end, this did not have any rebels versus Imperial troops bullshit. You know, it got away from. It showed more of the Star Wars universe as a whole.
Yes.
But this was a terrible script. Half the actors sucked, half the characters were pointless. And why did we need this at all?
We didn't. We didn't need this. Are you crazy? What do you think about Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo?
Yeah, I feel like I didn't pay enough attention to his mannerisms and shit, but he did not. I was not reacting to anything he did negatively, so he probably did a good job.
Yeah, he was kind of soft, but I guess that's the character as written. I liked what he did.
Exactly, that's as written. Like, this is Han Solo before he is Han Solo.
Hey, Tom Kane was in this movie. Who did he voice?
Who?
Tom Kane. You know what? I'm confusing him with Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob.
Oh no.
Han Solo, we're gonna go steal the Falcon. That's my SpongeBob joke. what did you think about Chewbacca in this movie?
Is Chewbacca like the most underhandled character in the Star Wars universe?
Well, there's nothing to him.
Yeah,
He's not a character.
But he's so iconic, but he never does anything.
Yeah. Ugh. Is Rise of Skywalker this again? Because I'm not gonna watch it if it's this again.
No.
You can rope.
What do you
Daniel
mean
into it.
with this?
Is it another one of these nothing movies? I
Mm,
suppose you'd get more of a headache from Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker is a fucking fever dream.
In loving memory of Rob Ward. Why didn't they put that in earlier? Because he's not famous, that's why. That's a bit of social commentary Solo didn't intend. A division of Ubisoft, that's why it was terrible. Just low on the 3rd floor. Oh. Are you one of those... Oh, damn. I'm tired. Are you one of those mouth-breathing jackasses who wants them to do an R-rated Darth Vader movie?
What the fuck? No.
I love that sentiment.
I don't want a Darth Vader movie at all.
I love that sentiment because it's... Oh, could you imagine if they did a Darth Vader movie? Motherfucker, we've had 6 Anakin Skywalker movies.
Yeah.
What is this? What is this?
But I need to see Darth Vader also murdering people in graphic detail, I guess.
Yeah, because it's so awesome, you know.
I fucking hated the end of Jedi Fallen Order. That shit
that
was
terrible.
Embarrassing fan service.
You keep your mouth shut about that when Chris Avalon comes on the podcast.
You know, I just realized the other day that Chris Avalon, he worked on what the fuck is the CRPG Pillars of Eternity.
Yeah.
I want to talk to him about that.
I don't think he did a lot of work on that. I think
he wrote a bunch of characters.
Oh, okay.
A few characters, I guess.
We can talk to him about that.
Also, didn't he work on that 90s CRPG with the Undying one?
Planescape Torment.
Planescape Torment, yeah.
Yeah, he worked on that.
That's a good game.
That is a good game from what I played of it. I skipped all the dialogue in that game, though, so I don't know. It didn't make a lot of sense to me.
Not even gonna take the bait.
You already did once. We talked about it on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
You said something like, "Don't just remember, don't trust the skull," and I was like, "What? What does that mean?"
Oh yeah, I remember you said you skipped all the notes and shit.
It was fine. This was a fine movie.
No, it wasn't.
The
fuck are you talking about?
It's the definition of an 8 out of 10.
I'm gonna give this a. I'm not sure if I want to give this a 1 star or 2 star out of 5. I fucking hated this, honestly.
1.5 star? No, you don't do half stars.
I don't do half stars.
And I'll vote for Daniel.
So you're a strong 4.
It's a thumbs up. It's a weak thumbs up.
It's a meekly thumbs up.
I don't know, man. Is this anybody's favorite movie?
No.
What were people talking about? This was like the silliest of them. I didn't like this.
No, this was ugly, and there were like 2. The jokes came and went.
Why can't they make a good Star Wars movie again? Like what technology would we lose from the 80s that we can't make these movies good anymore?
I don't know. It's a story thing. It's wholly a story issue.
Over-reliant on spectacle.
Because
are you proud, Walt Disney?
The Mandalorian exists. You can just cut together a bunch of Mandalorian episodes and make a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something about the sort of grimy... I don't know what it is. Is it the slower pace of The Mandalorian that makes it more palatable? Is it more character focused than spectacle? What is it? Why is that good, but this isn't?
I think
Anyways.
it's less it's more contained. It has less action. That doesn't. The Mandalorian action doesn't try to be as over the top.
Oh, don't you remember that episode when the Mandalorian flew that tentacle monster into the gravity well before flying out at light speed?
Oh my god. I'm still reeling from that. Like,
what was the purpose of that scene?
I don't know. It didn't have to do anything with anything.
You could probably cut that scene out of the movie and the story would still make
sense. Yeah, they could have just made the journey. They didn't need to fight a monster. I mean, you could say they didn't need to find that Minoc thing in whatever it was, episode 5.
No, but they were hiding out and they were falling in love. That was what was happening in that scene.
Yeah.
In this, they were just,
But also they just in episode 5 they desperately got away from that thing. They didn't just kill it because it was camping next to a gravity well.
That's true. Do you remember in episode 5 where they were like, you can't actually plan to fly into the asteroid field? As if that's like a radical thing. Jesus Christ, the stuff he pulls off in this movie.
I feel like in every Star Wars movie, they're flying through an asteroid belt.
They only did it once in the originals. They didn't do it in the Phantom Menace. They did it in Attack of the Clones.
But in every Star Wars movie, they're flying through some unlikely space, like through a cave or something where they have to just, maneuver the ship a lot.
They didn't. No, not really.
Yeah.
More so in the new ones. But
yeah.
In like, to give faint praise to the prequels. And the originals, they were pretty contained with that. The prequels less so, of course.
I'm pretty sure in the prequels, in episode 2, they are flying through an asteroid belt.
Yeah, they did it in the when Jango Fett and Obi-Wan are fighting, and there's also that chase scene in Coruscant. Phantom Menace doesn't really have any of that. Oh, actually, you can count the Jar Jar scene where they're in the submarine.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And then the opening space battle of Revenge of the Sith. So yeah, they keep escalating this stuff. Oh, and they're also flying narrowly through the second Death Star in Return of the Jedi. What am I talking about? You're absolutely right. Anyway, this has been the solo commentary. I hope you enjoyed, because I didn't.
I sure didn't either. I mean, I had a good time recording the commentary, but
yeah.
Did
you have anything to drink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wine bottle is empty.
You've whined too much. Anyway, so long, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.